92.7 FM and 1580 AM. Madison, broadcasting from State Street Live. Every once in a while, I like to, pick up the pace when I see the call letters just to see if I actually have that kind of energy in me first thing in the morning. I feel uncomfortable having tried that again this morning.
It sounded just fine to me. I don't know what you're complaining about.
It just seems like I forced it.
Forced it?
I'm not being real anymore. I'm just
a shadow of your former self.
I'm faking it, man.
You are.
It's the old Simon and Garfunkel song. Just faking it.
Okay. Well,
I'm out there sounding energetic, sounding like I know what I'm talking about. Which is almost all the time.
Did you stay up too late last night, or you not?
I did.
Did you get a lot of sleep?
I went to bed about 11. I watched Mad Max Thunder Road.
Oh, I was going to say you were probably up playing with that AI thing again.
Oh yeah.
I
had to pull myself away from the computer.
I'm sure you did.
The thing is, when you do those AI songs, they give you two at once.
They do.
Yeah, that's weird. I haven't figured out why.
I don't either. Yeah.
Oh. What? They give you two versions?
2 for 1 deal.
Okay.
I sent you a couple of clips from it, and I deleted the whole cuts, but I gave you what I saved. So we have about 3 for Dumpster Fire Friday.
I don't think we ever explained what the whole thing was.
The AI?
AI.
We're making music with AI. We're making jingles. We're making some songs, right?
Yes. I mean, it's the easiest thing in the world.
Can't we just do it on the air? Can we just make a song?
We are going to be doing that.
Well, when? Later today?
Well,
why don't we do it now?
Sam could
do it live.
Sam could do the John and Gordy theme song that he did recently. We should have played it yesterday.
Okay. Well, can we find it?
I got to look where I put it.
Okay. I can't find it. Okay.
But no, we've got that.
All right.
But when we have a hot topic, when we were talking about, in fact, I do want to do this.
Yeah. Okay.
I want to talk about the eggplants and cucumbers.
Oh, let's do that again.
And I want to do the song. I want to do a song like that. And the idea for the song is, I love you, but why do you keep sending me eggplant emojis? And that'll be whatever the song.
Okay.
That's going to be that's going to be your prompt for the AI.
Then why not? Of course we have to
experiment with it.
What style of music?
Let's see if it works.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah.
All right. Can we get to the weather first, and then we can jump into all this, or you don't want to put off the?
No. Let's go with weather forecast.
Make some weather jingles with that AI thing. Okay.
Well, why don't we do that?
I think that's a capital idea.
God.
Speaking of the capital.
Brilliant.
We've got some sunshine this morning, a few clouds. Temperatures at 74 degrees. It's going to be hot and humid again today.
Yeah. It's miserable right now.
What would the high temperature be today? Let's get the lottery balls, the weather lottery balls in motion. Find out what the high temperature is expected to be today. The actual air temperature, first ball says 8. Second ball, also 8. They're matching balls today.
That's right. Yes.
88 will be the expected high today, but it'll feel hotter than that with the humidity levels. Yeah. Really, the dew points up there in the 70s already. So that's the weather.
Yeah, it's good.
And I am shocked to learn, just devastated to learn, we have no coffee. Coffee! What? How is that possible? We have no coffee here today.
That's ridiculous. Doesn't happen at a radio station.
You call this a radio? Come on.
It's not
maybe
now.
Okay, so you know how this guy goes backwards, right? Maybe if we follow him backwards, we'll go back to a time where there was coffee.
And jump in the time tunnel and find out where the coffee is. Well, thankfully I brought myself coffee.
Yeah, I hope you brought enough.
Did you bring any
I did. I brought a thermos full.
Sam, do you have any coffee?
Let's just say that I have a secret stash.
Pods.
Okay. Okay.
Does that machine crank out good coffee at all? Does it taste okay?
If you put good coffee in it, yeah.
Yeah, really? Well, I mean, that's hard to...
All that we have, well, there's decaf and there's dark roast.
Okay.
Oh, the Keurig machine?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, so we have that.
Yeah, but K-cups aren't really great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't you like those? Why not?
No.
Well, I think it's pretty good.
I like the pods,
Okay.
What's the what are you talking about?
What do you?
Well, the machine is more sophisticated. The espresso coffee machine.
Are they like a competitor to Keurig?
Espresso, I think that's what they call them.
Aha.
Yeah, it's a
Espresso.
competitor, but it's a different kind of pod, and they've created some kind of centrifugal force
What?
that circles the water inside the pod at super speed, and it takes every essence of that coffee out.
No kidding.
It puts it in your cup.
All right. That sounds
That
pretty
sounds
high
good,
tech.
doesn't it?
Johnny the coffee snob.
Yeah, having been, in retirement for like 15 years, I over examined everything I got into.
You had a lot of time on your hands.
I
is what you're
really
saying.
did. I went really deep into everything.
You're just now discovering this?
No.
You've come out to the light?
I always do this. It's been part of the family show for years.
Yeah.
Just really over researching whatever we're into, whatever topic we're talking about.
You stay in a lot.
Well, yeah.
Kind of a vampire-like
I don't want
family
to.
existence in the Peterson
Yes,
household.
yes.
You only come out at night, and
Well, I don't do that
You're
anymore.
watching movies at night, so I don't know.
Yeah, I
You
know.
can get out more.
All the illegal movies are at my fingertips now.
Pirate movies. Let's get to the National Day calendar. Why not? We can't dance and it's too wet to plow. Let's go. National Wanna Getaway Day. What are these days? Which one is not the real day? National Wanna Getaway Day? How about, we only have a few here today. Is it National Vintage License Plate Day? Is it National Splurge Day? Is it National Go Fishing Day?
Go fishing day. It's not that.
It is that. It is that. It's
Only like
Go
3
Fishing
days,
Day.
and I thought
So you
that's
are
what he
wrong.
made up.
Sam, what day do you think it is or isn't?
It's not vintage license plate day.
You are correct, sir. Once again,
right.
you win a shiny new dime.
John,
Put
I'm
it to your account.
starting to think that you're just giving me these wins.
Why would it be
Hey.
National Vintage License Plate Day? How would you celebrate that? Okay.
I love the fact that, it was the first time you even saw any of these days. Well, we only have a few days today.
Well,
Well, I thought well-prepared program here. We
I
we
prepared
really dug deep into that fake day that you like
Yeah.
to throw in every once in a while.
And thank you. Thank you for noticing. Really don't pay much attention to this thing, but,
No, it's the most important feature that we have on this show.
it's just it's kind of a warm-up, It's just kind of to get us going. By the way, why don't
Everybody
we
knows
start
that,
this?
don't they?
We should start the stream on Facebook like 10 minutes early to see us scrambling around, trying to figure out
It's a great idea.
what's going on.
Yeah.
Kind of the behind the scenes. National Wanna Getaway Day. With
Yes.
the summer travel season upon us, National Wanna Getaway Day celebrates our freedom to get away on June 18th. Whether you plan a vacation today or take an impromptu vacation, celebrate today's National Day by taking steps to get away. Just have a nice getaway day today. Today
just
would be a day
decide
to do
get
that.
away. Yeah.
It's-
Don't tell a family.
Just don't let them know you're just leaving
Just
for
leave.
a day.
Just leave. Yeah.
Yeah, just leave. Just walk out right now. Celebrate your freedom, okay? All right. What else is it? It's
Leaving on an-
Splurge Day.
A jet plane. Leaving on a jet
Yeah,
plane.
that was a
Who
great
is that? Yes.
This is the John Denver.
the John
version.
Denver version. Better. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He was in the, I think, New Christie Minstrels. And they did
Was
that
he?
song, I
Oh.
think. I could be wrong about that. I was wrong once. National Splurge Day.
That's true. You were wrong just once.
I thought I was wrong. And I was wrong about that.
That's right.
I'm right all the time. Splurge Day. That's today, National Splurge Day. Splurging doesn't require wiping out the savings account, especially if it's only an occasional event. Of course, splurging comes in many forms. To some, it can mean saying yes to whipped cream on your latte or a bracelet you've been eyeing. To others, it might mean booking that vacation you've been dreaming about or taking. This is kind of tying in with the first Want to Get Away Day.
Yes.
Today. It's kind of all a theme today.
Kind of impulsive.
It is. So, splurge on something today. Okay? All right.
We do that every
good with
day.
that.
You know, with the internet and buying things online, everybody
man.
splurges
Yeah.
each and every day.
Amazon. Yeah. It's also National Go Fishing Day. See, it all ties in together. If you could splurge,
Just
you could
getting away.
get a boat and go out and do some fishing.
People don't fish anymore.
It's also
anyway.
National Want to Get
Kind of an
Getaway
outdated
Day.
holiday.
So National Go Fishing Day encourages us to drop a line in the nearest stream, pond, lake, or river. Take a break from our daily routine to bait a hook and
great.
catch some. Sam, are you a fisherman?
On occasion.
Yeah?
On occasion. Usually I'll go with like my dad or the rest of my family.
I haven't fished since I was a little kid.
Wow, really?
Yeah. John?
Yeah, they don't make a collapsible fishing pole that has satisfied my need. Do they even
Can't meet your high
No,
standards.
my high standards.
You need a collapsible fishing pole. Remember the pocket fisherman?
Yes,
By
there you
Ronco.
go. That's exactly what I'm thinking about.
That's what you should have had.
Is that like telescope down into
Yeah,
like a little
well, it
thing?
was a pocket fish. Yeah, it was. Look it up. It's on the internet, on the YouTube. Pocket fisherman. I guarantee it. In addition to providing food, fishing is a recreational pastime for many.
Mm-hmm.
Recreational fishing includes conventions. What? They have conventions for recreational fishing?
They do.
Rules, licensing restrictions, and laws that limit the way that fish may be caught. A rod, reel, line, and hooks with any one of a different form of bait or lures are the most common forms of recreational fishing. So where do you like to go? What do you fish for, Sam, when you go fishing?
That's a good question. I
Thank
learned
you.
how to fish. I didn't
Learned
learn what to
questions.
fish for.
Right. Yeah.
All right.
I know, instead of a fishing pole, you use dynamite. I've seen that.
Or like some kind of electrocution method. Just drop a giant battery
A
into the lake.
battery. Electrocute all
Trump
of
fishing.
them.
Trump fishing. That's good. All right. Coming up, we've got the history books. We're going to crack them open here. And a little bit later on in the show, Art Paul Schlosser will be stopping by, our live guest in the studio. It's all on the John and Gordy Show for a Tuesday morning, June 18th. ABBA.
John, you don't seem like you'd be a fan of ABBA.
I am. I find them to be absolutely surreal. I love watching their concert footage.
The videos, the videos they made.
It's hard to even imagine.
The early videos they made where they were looking like face to face with each other and just odd angle, and then they turn and twist and.
That was like the pre-MTV era too.
It really was.
It was, and the brunette was always kind of straight.
Yeah,
but the blonde was always looking out for everybody. I mean, she was hot, and the two guys were just
Just,
Man.
I don't know. Yeah.
Where'd they get them?
I don't know. Why are we playing Waterloo? Because we're opening history books?
Yes,
we are
we are.
opening the history books.
Let's hear it. Let's open that big history
we
book.
We gotta pull up the sound. There we go.
That's a big book.
It is a big book.
Okay.
Today Napoleon was defeated at Waterloo for the final time.
Wow.
Yeah, well, that's good.
The almost greatest comeback.
It gave us that great song.
Yeah, you're right. The almost greatest comeback story of all time.
Yes.
Yeah. Too bad he had his hand in his vest.
All the time.
All the time. Maybe if he had taken it out, he wouldn't have been defeated. He could have fought with both hands.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Other things from today in history. The U.S. declares war on Britain in 1812, beginning the War of 1812, which actually lasted more than 1 year. It lasted 3 years.
3 years.
So I don't know why they named it just the War of 1812.
Well, yeah, that's just when it started. Talk about when it ends. It's not included. Okay, what else happened on this date?
A couple of things that I didn't know about that I thought were actually pretty cool. Today in 1934, FDR signs the Indian Reorganization Act, and that changed like the entire federal policy related to Native Americans. Prior to that, the government they had the policy of assimilation, trying to like basically exterminate Indian tribes across the country. And this act gave them back a lot of power. It made them able to establish tribal governments and
more control over their land.
Over their reservations.
Yeah.
Yes. Today in 1983, Sally Ride became the first American woman in space.
That's right.
Yeah. Flew on the space shuttle quite a bit after the Soviets actually had sent up the first woman in space. 20 years in 1 day. Pretty.
Wow.
Valentina Tereshkova.
I'm not going to try and pronounce
Tereshkova.
it.
That's pretty. It's not
Valentina Tereshkova.
Yeah. Very Russian name.
One of the few names I could actually say.
And any celebrity birthdays today?
A couple. Both musicians. Less importantly, Blake Shelton, born in 1976. But Sir Paul McCartney, born today in 1942.
Got a McCartney song?
I will pull one up. What's your favorite song?
Coming up live. Actually, it's a Wings song, but
yeah.
I don't like many Wings songs, but I like that one.
Coming up.
But it's got to be the live version.
Oh, okay. Well,
don't do the studio version. Yeah. The studio version absolutely sucks.
Any particular live version?
That's amazing. I always hated Coming Up. I thought it was a horrible song.
Really,
and now
the live version?
No, not the. I have never heard the live version.
Oh yes, that was the hit.
What the live version was, or
the live version
was the version?
The studio version was not particularly a hit.
All right.
There's a big difference.
Maybe I don't remember.
Okay.
Let's check it out.
This is the live version. You should pull up the studio version for comparison purposes.
Never heard this.
Crank it up. Yeah. And actually, I read a quote from John Lennon. This was one of his favorite Paul McCartney Wings songs. He actually liked this song. He didn't like a lot of Paul's stuff after they broke up, but he liked this one. All right. So it's Paul McCartney's birthday. Let's see, 1942. So he is what? 82. 82 today. Wow.
Getting up
Still doing concerts that go 3.5 hours, too.
Yeah.
Amazing. Do you have did you find the studio version?
I did. We'll see if the YouTube ad blocker lets me play it right away.
Okay. Or is it going to go to a commercial? Completely.
Yeah, it's definitely a different.
Where do you hear the vocal? If we can get to it. Come on, Paul, start singing.
How long is this intro? That's whack.
Wait till the chorus comes up. Then you'll really be in for a shocker. Here we go. Almost sounds like a computer-generated song, like an AI song.
Yeah.
Speaking of that,
not as good, but
do we have an AI song that we actually built already?
Yes, we have a couple of them.
All right. Are we going to go with that, or?
This is the AI John and Gordy theme song.
Wow.
All right.
John and Gordy on the try.
What was that?
I don't know.
The vocal's a little hard to understand.
It is, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, they usually.
Well, that's kind of cool, though. That just.
The lyrics are supplied with the manufactured
You
song.
could do a karaoke version of the song.
Yeah.
That'd be great. That would be great.
And we've
Fun stuff.
we've got special music for Dumpster Fire Friday.
Do we?
Oh, we do.
We got to wait till
We'll
Friday.
save that.
That is, that's good. Well, I don't
Good?
know.
Have you heard it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I kind of like the metalish version.
Oh, really?
of it.
I like Bluegrass number 2.
Oh, you
Well,
do?
come on. You can't just give us a teaser. Let's see.
can-
I want to hear a little bit of it. No?
I think, yeah. Well, if you'd like,
Yeah.
my son, instead of calling it metal, which is what I call it, he called it Power Rangers version.
What?
It's like it
Rangers?
sounds like a Power Rangers theme,
Okay.
and there were a whole bunch of them.
What's this?
Ashes of the past we
Dumpster Fire
praise. MAGA history's final cry. Goodbye to the flag we fly. Dumpster fire, souls ablaze. Ashes of the past we praise. MAGA history's final cry. Goodbye to the flag we fly. Oh, dumpster fire, souls ablaze.
Okay. That's giving me a headache right
That's
now.
pretty cool. I love that
Too
one.
much for you in the morning?
That's too much.
That's my favorite. All right, and
Especially since we don't have any coffee here.
yeah, do you want to play the other ones or no?
Sure.
Sure. This
we
one's
have
the one
time.
that I like.
Okay.
Fire burning bright, fake news blazing in the night. Wipe it out with all your might. Let's restore what's right.
All right,
Is that about Dumpster Friday?
yeah,
Right. I didn't hear-
they
I couldn't
sing it
hear
right in the beginning.
Oh.
I don't
missed
know.
that.
We're missing the
Dumpster
front
fire
word.
burning bright.
Yeah. Well, could you play the other one now? Let's play. Here, quiet. Here we go.
What do we got to be quiet for?
Dumpster fire burning bright.
We're out, John.
Yeah.
Oh.
This portion of the show is being brought to you by Ed's Decaffeinated Caffeine. For people who like feeling nervous and wide awake, but hate running to the bathroom all the time.
We'll have to make a run to Ed's.
Yeah, there's no coffee in the building.
Mad Radio, WMDX, 92.7 FM and 1580 AM. And pull up your Civic Media app. Listen to us there and text us and give us a call. We'd love to hear from you and your input on our AI-generated music.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're making some jingles and some fun songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll get into some of the hot topics and create a jingle out of that.
Yeah. You can call us at 608-879-8255. Call us or text us there.
Or steer clear, guys. Or steer clear.
879-8255. You know, here in Wisconsin
Look at
today, Wisconsin rally. Trump is going to be in Racine today.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
After calling Milwaukee a horrible city. We'll see what he has to say about Racine. He'll be there today.
Well,
Big rally.
he could say that about Racine, but...
Oh, is that what you...
no, I would
think
never
about
say
Racine?
that about any
Okay.
city in our great states.
Never. Yeah.
But
Well,
why, again, we talked to Jim Santel about this.
Yeah.
And why would he go to Racine, a city that was to have Foxconn at one time?
Right? He's going to try to reclaim it somehow.
The eighth wonder of the world, and now he's going to say, well, if it wasn't for us, you wouldn't have Microsoft.
Okay.
All right.
Sure. All right. Well, we'll see how that goes.
That's
yeah.
crazy
So
stuff.
Trump's in Wisconsin today.
Did you see that? They had a video up on
What?
CNN of Trump coming out on stage, and they had like fireworks. And,
Oh, I missed that.
yes.
Where was that? Was he...
I don't know where that is, but yeah, it might have some stage theatrics.
This whole act is stage theatrics. It's a one-man show.
It's like an Alice Cooper concert.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'm really sad that we don't have any coffee in the building, and I'm glad I brought my own. I'm okay. You know, I'm okay, but I worry about you guys.
Anybody want coffee?
Yeah, now.
Who wants coffee?
Okay.
I just made a fresh
yeah.
pot of coffee.
Thank you.
Anybody
You stopped
want
by.
coffee?
Just in time. Just
Perfect.
in
Who wants
time.
coffee?
I'll top
Anybody
off
want
over
coffee?
here.
Who wants coffee?
Right over here, buddy.
No,
You want-
he's
you want
leaving.
coffee?
He's
Where?
leaving.
I just
Hey,
want coffee.
come back here.
There he goes.
Oh, damn it.
He's always so excited that he made coffee that he forgets to actually pour anybody a cup.
Yeah, he's just asking who wants it. Yeah.
That's right.
All right.
A tease, a coffee
It
tease.
Are we going to play some more of the AI-generated music that we've been messing around
I
with?
think we kind of went through all of it, just
well,
about all of it.
can we make anything live while we're here on the air? Is that possible technically?
Well,
Can we put in something?
Sam is the guy who's going to have to
Yeah.
plug in all the information we want into that particular song.
Why don't we ask our 7 listeners if they
Okay. I'm pulling up the website right now, and I'm on the
Okay.
create page.
We're up to 7.
Basically, it gives us we have 200 words. We have
Okay.
200 words to write a prompt for the AI to create us a song.
That's way too
Well, let's
many
get
words.
some texters, on the line. You know, we were talking about the emoji thing the other day. That
Oh, yes, let's
kind of
do
blew
that.
up.
Let's do
Why
that.
don't we do that?
Yeah.
Because we were talking about the eggplant emoji and how that became associated with the penile area of the male
Right, it should
agenda.
have been
What?
cucumbers. Remember, it was cucumber day, and I said, when did they use cucumbers instead of eggplant emojis?
Yes, to
represent a penis.
Yeah. So why? Yeah, and we got a ton of people.
Well,
So
we were flooded. With
in fact,
emojis.
got to shut down the network there for a few minutes. The Civic Media Network was pushed to the limits. We were getting calls from other stations in the network, like, "What are you guys doing?
What are you guys doing with these emojis?
True.
But we did see a lot of funny emojis.
Yeah, really,
a lot of animated
really
ones
creative.
that were. Yeah,
I want
okay.
I want you to type in what I typed you in my text. Why do you keep sending me eggplant emojis?
Do you want
Okay.
an eggplant emoji in the prompt also?
Why not?
Well, yeah, I mean,
Sure.
that just
Okay.
type that whole thing. Why do you keep sending me eggplant emojis?
That's the name of the
And
song.
it's going to be part of the song.
Okay.
I mean, you can tell right from that it's a love song.
And what else? Cucumbers.
Yes.
How about what else would we? What other objects or emoji? How can I say it?
See, then that's where
There are
I got-
other things.
That's where I got hung up
Okay.
because you got the eggplant emojis. I'm thinking,
Well, let's
do I
put-
bring up cucumbers.
Put the word funny in there, or or unusual, or odd. I don't know. I don't know how this thing works. So you guys have been messing around with it. I haven't done any of this kind of stuff.
What
So-
genre would you like it to be?
genre? What's the choice? Do you have a choice?
you can put it in.
Give it to me and I'll type
Well,
it in.
let's have something understandable. Heavy metal. I don't think we can hear the words. So let's. I don't know. Pop. I don't know. Pop goes the weasel.
Well,
Is that a genre? Okay.
bubble
Never
gum.
Bubblegum pop.
There you go.
Okay. So how long does this take to
Well, I'm about to hit
send?
create, and it
Okay.
should spit something out in less than 30 seconds.
Oh, really? That
Yes,
fast?
That's
This
pretty
is
quick.
Amazing.
I know it is.
Well, all right.
By the way, we're the only show that is doing this.
Yeah.
No one else
This
has
is
the ability
groundbreaking.
to do something.
Nationwide, nobody's thought of this till right now. Prove us otherwise.
Yeah.
Prove us wrong. Okay.
All right.
All right. Did you push the button?
This might be
I
a-
did. It's doing
It's
its
still thinking?
chugging along.
There may be a reason why no one else is doing this. Yeah, we also should consider that.
We should. Well, let us
right.
know when it's ready.
All right,
It's ready.
It's ready.
It's ready.
Get the button also ready.
The dump button.
No,
Yeah.
I wonder if the
they don't
AI
use
is gonna.
profanities.
I wonder if the AI is gonna swear at us.
No, they don't. They don't do that.
It could.
Let's try it.
Let's
see
give it a
what-
shot.
Okay.
All right, let's hear it.
Here we go.
Okay. It's thinking.
It's now it has to load.
Okay.
Here it is.
Thought it was done.
Here we go.
Don't keep
I'm
saying that.
anticipating.
Today's high 88 degrees. It's going to be hot and humid in Madison.
All right, here we go.
Anticipation.
Right now, 74. Okay. The emoji song.
Trying to tell me something I don't know. Texting me late at night, acting kinda cozy. Is this a secret code or just for show? You made me laugh so hard, it's kinda silly. Every time I see that little purple thing. Is it love, a joke, or just a whimsy? What are you telling me with those emojis you fling? Oh baby, baby, what do you mean? Eggplant emoji on my screen. Are we talking love or just cuisine? Guess I'll find out when you're on the scene. I asked my friends and they just started giggling.
Yeah.
Your messages keep coming day by day. Does it mean you're serious or are you tickling?
Tickling?
With your purple fruit in every word you say.
Wow.
Oh, now I see you coming down the street, hand in eggplant, what a treat. Let's find a place to sit and greet. Maybe this emoji thing can be kind of sweet.
All right. All right. Kind
Okay,
of gets
well,
the
I-
idea.
all right.
Got to fine tune that a little
Okay.
bit. But it's
Got to be a little more descriptive. Maybe this is like just an exercise for us in creative writing
yes.
Oh.
to write the prompt for it.
All right.
Exactly. A little too general, not enough specifics.
Okay.
But I mean, he nailed it just once, with the eggplant emojis. Then that was about it.
Okay.
There's other. I don't know if well, it's got the lyrics here. It gives you the lyrics whenever you
Yes.
generate a
Yep.
song. Also, there's other references to it, but it's a little hard to hear with an
Yeah, it is.
AI-generated voice.
It is. Yeah. Okay. Well,
And that's how it works. I mean,
Okay.
we're just demonstrating how this thing works.
Exactly.
It's immediate. It's just like that. And we could have done this with how horrible Milwaukee is with right.
Oh, yeah.
But
Okay.
we didn't have the technology at that point.
We didn't. So we can just come up with different
Anytime.
songs
Anytime
anytime.
we want.
That's great.
Yep.
Yeah. Maybe an Eric Hovde song. Because there's a
Yeah.
lot of references there.
A stand-up comedian,
Mustache.
Yep, the stand-up
mustache,
comedian.
Frozen Lake,
The porn,
Hates old people.
bank
porn
owner.
mustache. It's got to
Yeah.
be porn mustache.
Porn mustache.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's work on that one. Let's do that one next.
Look.
Come on, Sam. Start typing.
All right, all
The,
right.
the polar dive that he challenged
Oh, the
Tammy
polar-
with.
pull or dive.
Remember that?
Tammy Baldwin, throw that in there. Throw her name in there. All right. Well, we could fool around with this all day, but we're
not getting a lot of suggestions, so I don't know how this is taken off. But look, I mean, it's just technology. We're trying to work it into the show.
Right.
Cutting edge material here.
You know what would be great? We've got Art Paul Schlosser coming in a little while. He's always writing new songs.
He's on the cutting edge of whatever he is into.
If we get Art Paul involved with helping us make a song, we could do that when he comes in here.
I wonder if he wouldn't mind participating or helping us with this a little bit.
Yeah. He's brilliant.
Musical
He's got a
genius.
creative mind. Yeah. Okay.
Well,
let's
keep that in mind. But I wish this was a little more successful with the eggplant emojis. We'll work on that one. I see hit in that whole idea.
So got to, again, workshop it. We got to run it around the table, see who salutes, run it up the flagpole, and stick it in your pipe and smoke it. I don't know.
Well, let's get to something really
really
horrible.
Yeah, horrible and frightening.
It is horrible and frightening.
The megas?
The megas are at it again.
Oh, no.
They've been very protective of children. They've tried to protect children from everything in life.
Well, of course.
They don't want them to read books anymore because books are bad for them.
Too many weird ideas from books.
And books keep them away from child labor.
Right. But
so
now
they go to school.
They're doing a little different twist on kids, right? They want to do something proactive.
Now, after they've gone after women and women's rights and women's health and everything, women.
Yeah, everything.
Everything. Now they're going after the kids. And here's a little summary of what is happening. That is cut 106.
Okay.
And let's see what the agenda is next for the megas.
Did you hear this MAGA Republican's creepy speech supporting child marriage?
If we continually restrict the freedom of marriage to people who are of ripe fertile age, marriage might be the right solution.
And it's not just child marriage. Across the country, MAGA Republicans are coming after our kids in the weirdest ways.
The Senate voted 29-18 to loosen child labor laws. Children who decide to get a job in Louisiana may soon have to work without the benefit of getting a break during their working hours.
Children can now legally carry guns in Missouri. A Florida school district has pulled 176 books from its libraries.
Republicans in the state legislature shot down a bill that would have created exemptions for children who are victims of rape or incest.
Does my life not matter to you?
When it comes to our kids, we can't let MAGA decide our children's freedoms.
Yeah, that's crazy stuff, isn't it? I mean, This is what is happening out there. They're going after them, and this is happening in most of the red states anyway.
Isn't that something?
And it's good to be aware of it. I mean, they tried it here in Wisconsin. Well, they are doing it in Wisconsin. What they wanted to do, I think, at the latest piece of legislation was to allow kids to work, I think it was 14 and 15-year-olds, without the approval of a parent.
What?
Yes. Prior to that, I think a while back, they did pass something. They allowed children, I think 16 to 17, to not have their parents' approval to go work instead of going to school. That doesn't help the parents out. When you think about it, the parents want their kids to go to school.
Right. Yeah,
and if the kid says, no, I don't need your approval, I'm going to work instead, that does not help or push them back into school again.
No.
So now they wanted to at least go down to like 14 and 15, I believe.
When I was 15 and I got my first job, I had to get a work permit. And at the time, I thought that it was a really dumb idea because it was just like another step in the process. Yeah. But now I realize that it was
how important it is.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah. Now you realize it, but they're trying to eliminate the process of having a permit. And that having a permit allows the state to keep track of who's working and when they're working.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, so there's no way to know whether they're being overworked or not if they don't have a permit.
Exactly. It's crazy stuff. 49 past the hour. More of the John and Gordy Show coming up a little bit later on. Art Paul Schlosser.
Man, dig this crazy pad. Man, it's a mad pad.
Mad Radio 92.7 WMDX. John and Gordy on a Tuesday morning.
The Mad Pad.
It's the Mad Pad, and it's the family show. It's the shindig. It's the hullabaloo. Hey, coming up this weekend in Middleton, the National Women's Music Festival. Mm-hmm. June 20th through the 23rd at Marriott West in Middleton with Chris Williamson, Barbara Higbee, and Teresa Trull. Also a band named Bitch. Wow. And many others. That's the name of the band, okay?
Son of a bitch?
No. Just
bitch.
Just bitch.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's the National Women's Music Festival, Marriott West, Middleton, June 20th through the 23rd.
I just throw this little thing in. We call it shindig, hullabaloo, stuff like that, right?
Right, yeah.
But when those shows came out in the 60s, and it was, I love those shows.
Me too.
And at the time, I didn't like the dancers. I just wanted to see the group. Now I'm into the dancers. I don't know what that says.
Yeah, I think I do. But dirty old man.
No. It's fun to see their dance moves, to see what they were doing.
It's crazy to see the dance moves. And they always had them in cages.
I know. What does that mean?
What's that all about? I don't know.
But here's the thing. I thought at the time, shindig or hullabaloo were like our parents' terminology. I didn't think there were good names for teen shows.
Those are TV executive things.
That's what I thought.
They came up.
They were really out of it.
Yeah.
So that's why we use shindig and hullabaloo now, because they're back in.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thanks for explaining that.
Well, it's always been something that bothered me when I was a kid. Parents always think they can do it for us, and they can explain us, and that they use the right terminology, and they never did.
Mm-hmm. Do you find that you're doing that with your sons at all?
No,
you try
no
to
way.
be hip. You try to be, cutting edge and all that
there's
stuff.
no way I'm going to try that on them.
Okay, good.
Well, I've tried, I guess, and I've failed miserably. So I'm dancing on eggshells.
It's a sad story.
Yeah.
It's going to be hot and humid today. Highs around 88. Right now, 74 degrees downtown on State Street.
All right.
Okay.
Well, let's get into a little bit of anti-tech. How about that? Let's get into the anti-tech.
You want to do that, or you want to take a phone call?
We have Mark on the line.
Yeah, he's on the John and Gordy hotline.
Let's get to Mark first, obviously.
Hey, Mark. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, just getting back to your last thing. That guy talking about when girls are ripe. I mean, they're just so incredibly creepy there. What is this? I mean, that guy there I'd be watching out for, because he's probably, looking at those 11-year-old girls that are just, that hitting menses, and they're just thinking that makes them eligible for marriage and breeding, I guess. Is this what these guys have in mind?
It's a mindset. It's what they're thinking.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, like I've said before, just jaw-droppingly.
It is.
And there's people that go along with it. I mean, I just can't wrap my mind around it.
You would think that somebody would hear somebody say that, or just what we played here, and then hear that little cut, and then say, you know what, I may be wrong about this party, the mega party. I may not be the right person for this party.
Well, hopefully that's the case.
Give you the creeps.
It's a wake-up call.
Yeah. All right, Mark.
Thanks for the call.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
608-879-8255.
I want to get into something anti-tech, but I thought it was really, really interesting stuff.
Right.
Let's get the intro.
Okay. I like that.
For the next hour, sit quietly and we will control all that you see and hear. You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery which reaches from the inner mind to the outer limits.
One step beyond.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's a big intro for something very small. But I thought this was really, really crazy technology. Do you have a Cut 102 set up here?
Okay.
This is just amazing what they do in replacing light bulbs in an area where they don't have electricity. Instead, they are using water bottles. Let's listen to this track. Listen.
Why do Filipinos drill holes in their roofs and stuff them with water bottles? This is a new electricity-free lighting method designed for slums and areas with electricity shortages. Simply fill a recycled water bottle with clean water, add a little bleach to prevent bacteria growth, and then make an appropriate hole in the roof. Insert the bottle along with a shield into the hole. When sunlight hits the bottle, it scatters the light through refraction, turning the bottle into a non-electric light bulb that brightens the room below.
Isn't that cool?
This technology has already helped millions of households in the Philippines, Africa, and other regions. To make it useful at night, solar panels have been installed on the device. During the day, it uses refraction for lighting, and at night, the solar panel, charged by a day's worth of sunlight, comes into play.
With LEDs.
The cost is extremely low, requiring only a mineral water bottle and a cheap solar panel, enabling those living in slums to escape darkness.
Isn't that cool?
Well, that's amazing.
That is an
It
amazing
kinda cool.
idea. Yeah.
So you get a water bottle.
Yeah,
you
the
fill
big-
it with
big
water
water
and
bottle.
a little bit of bleach.
Yep.
Skylight on the cheap.
A skylight.
Yeah. John, have you heard that voice before?
No.
It does sound a little familiar.
That's an AI voice. It's like if you're making TikToks, that's one of the most commonly used voices that they use for voiceover stuff.
I've been fooled again.
No wonder we can't get any voiceover work. You know, we used to do a lot of voice work, and now it's
Yeah.
just all AI
So
generated.
that's what happened.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not very happy about that at all. Let's cut this whole AI thing out. No, we're not going to do that.
Taking over. Okay. Wow.
Well, it is pretty
But that's
bad.
a-
I
yeah.
mean, I even liked the song that we did.
Hmm.
I like the Power Rangers version, which is kind of a metal version of Dumpster Fire Friday. I liked it, and I liked the tune and song. I thought I'd pass it along to Rocker, and
Yeah.
he's a drummer. He would love to do that song.
Yeah.
But
We
I
have that?
actually liked the song.
We have the time to play. Did we? We haven't played that one.
Yeah,
yet, have
we have
Dumpster?
played
No.
that.
Oh,
have
did we
played
play it
that.
at the beginning?
Yeah, but
okay.
that's okay. We'll
All right.
But you'll hear it. We've got a Dumpster Fire Friday special coming up. Should we mention that?
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, for 4th of July weekend, we're
Yeah.
going to be gone on the 4th, which is a Thursday, and the 5th, which is Friday.
And we're going to use that Friday. We're going to
Yeah.
do a pre-recorded show, and we're going to have all the Dumpster Fire Friday songs and music that we create.
The best
with
and the
AI.
worst of Dumpster Fire Friday.
We have to dump
So much
this
stuff.
stack of stories that I have.
They've got a backlog.
We're going
That's
to go
right.
nuts. So you got to check that out.
All right. All right, coming up in our next hour, just a few minutes away from Art Paul Schlosser making a live appearance with John and Gordy on The Family Show. Coming up.
Let the sun shine.
It's the John and Gordy Show.
the John and Gordy Show.
Do you know what this means?
Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy?
You're pretty high and far out, aren't you? What kind of kick are you on, son?
No good bastard. Your show sucks.
What made me think this was a good day to stop drinking?
Buddy, do you want coffee?
Coffee.
Black coffee.
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 They warned us about people like you!
What a load of crap.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
We'll do it live.
And that's the way it is.
Only on Mad Radio 92.7 WMDX. Take it away, boys.
Oh, we've got so much. Art Paul, of course, is going to make it into the studio if he can just pull himself away from State Street. Man, he's out there all the time. You know, every time I'm out there, I see Art Paul.
Yes,
all
he
the time.
is. He's an institution.
And we're talking about targeting children. The MAGA's targeting children. It's a strange tale indeed. You know, The Handmaid's Tale. I have a cut here. I want to play it real quick because I think it's kind of relating to this a little bit. And this is a doctor lamenting the fact that now the government, and we're talking about red state governments, are telling doctors to lie to their patients. And this is cut 104. Let's listen to this.
Anti-abortion laws and bans affect people with desired pregnancies. They force us to lie to patients. That is unethical, and it puts us in this horrible position where a doctor has to choose between providing the right care, telling the patient the truth, telling her what's going on with her pregnancy, be honest about her options, or face a prison sentence and a fine and a loss of our license, and we can't support our families. So it's an impossible choice.
That's right. And these red state governments are now telling the doctors that they must say this, that, and the other thing, which are lies, forcing doctors, physicians, to lie to their patients.
That's
because
incredible.
They could end up in jail or lose their physician's license.
What is the medical association saying about that? I mean, can't
you would
they
think that they'd be out there fighting for this.
Right?
Maybe they are somewhere. I haven't heard of any cases like that, but this is outrageous, and it's been like this for a long time. You know, forcing women to get ultrasounds, you know, explaining to them what they need to know, which, by the way, has nothing to do with medical
more
issues. So what, you know, it's one of those things too. By the way, the Republicans always say that, you know, we would like to see a single payer system in this country, but they say, well, then the government will tell us what to do, and and they'll prevent people from getting treatments that they desperately need. But here we have the Republicans doing exactly that.
Yes. Telling people what they can do.
It's crazy.
Telling doctors what they can say.
So that's the problem. It's all projection.
It is.
Their entire party is projection. They're the most extreme version of it. All right, I just wanted to kind of fit that in, wedge it in, because you know, it's crazy what's going on here in this country at this point.
It's like the MAGA party. You know, they're getting all tooled up and ready to go for the convention. You know, just getting ready, getting the playbook out, getting the Project 2025 out there. You know, it's like they're watching old Hitler movies and just like, what else can we, you know, pick off of this 1930s Germany stuff that went on? It's just it's the most outrageous things that they can think of.
It is.
Just throwing it right out there and see what sticks.
I've got a person from YouTube who is talking about the history of all of this, what the Heritage Foundation has put together. I did not know this, but the Heritage Foundation, which put together Project 2025, they actually put this together, a different version, similar though, back when Reagan was president. The whole Reagan agenda, the supply side thing, was the Heritage Foundation's version of 2025 back then.
No kidding.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
So they're now just rewriting it, updating it, adding more pages to it, and they're going to do it if Trump gets in.
They're still workshopping all these years later.
They are. They're
tweaking it.
They
not can make it better or worse. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Much worse.
Scary times. Hey, it's going to be hot and humid today, by the way. 88 for a high. Right now, mid-70s. Feeling pretty sticky and muggy out there already. Yeah. So
all right. Well, let's get
ready.
This is you know, startling stuff here.
Here we go.
This program is always introducing things that we always have to think twice about. Okay?
Yeah?
And I saw
Like
this
what?
list. I thought, I don't know.
What do you got?
16 things Americans insist must become illegal. Just the title alone made me think, what?
This is according to who? 16 things Americans insist become illegal.
Yeah,
must
it's just
become
something
illegal.
on MSNBC.
Okay. All right. So what are the 16 things?
I mean, as we go through them,
There's more.
You'll notice that
There's
there are
more
no
than
real
16.
professionals. no
Okay.
real professionals put anything into this. But yes, they managed to find something. And this is, let's start with packaging, plastic packaging. All right?
That should become illegal.
Yes.
According to, okay.
All right.
Americans.
So traditional 40-hour plus work week no longer suits the needs of the modern generation.
Okay.
That's something they want to make illegal, that 40-hour work week.
Okay. Well, you might get some support on that.
I think so. Yeah. They should start with radio.
Great idea, John.
Radio people, yeah. Could we just go down to 40 hours? Oh, man. All right. Well,
okay. What are some of the other things they're
another
talking?
one? Well,
the people are insisting these things become illegal.
Yeah. You were the
I
Ed
feel
McMahon.
like Ed McMahon.
Yeah,
I know.
Oh,
Johnny. Oh.
All right.
May the bird of paradise fly up your nose.
Greater transparency of jobs is required when it comes to political donations. We have to know where these political donations are going.
Well,
and
that seems,
we need more transparency.
Well, of course, yeah, we do.
All right.
I agree with that one.
How about job seekers often find it frustrating when job postings lack transparency about salary expectations? Is that true? No, we're not privy to it. We haven't really looked around, but that's something, I guess.
I think there's something to that because they can throw any kind of salary onto Indeed.com or whatever. What that job goes through nationwide.
Yeah,
what it might be worth.
Well, here's somebody's throwing this in. In Florida, they also banned a book about book bans, and that's true. That is absolutely true.
Is it?
Yeah, it was mind-boggling, but it's actually happened. They don't want anybody to know about book bans in their libraries.
Book bans in Florida.
Crazy
That's
stuff.
from Tom in Milwaukee. Thanks, Tom.
Yeah,
thank you. Okay. What else? 16. We've covered several.
The prevalence of bots buying up concert tickets within seconds of release have frustrated many fans worldwide. That's been going on for quite some time.
I wonder if the Ticketmaster antitrust case is going to deal with that some.
They're coming. Yeah, I think
so.
they're coming after Ticketmaster.
Yeah. They're going to break that up, I hope.
I think so.
Yeah. How about this? And we talked about this in the program. I experienced a horrible, horrible moment in my life on YouTube.
Because
consecutive ads on YouTube disrupt the viewing experience and frustrate many users.
Well, that's the truth.
And I couldn't get out of it. Remember this story? They had two ads on a video I wanted to see. And I thought, well, they never have this. They allow you to skip the ad. But there was no skip. And then I kept watching this same ad over and over. And then when the ad ended, it would just sit there. The video would not start.
Yeah.
So then I kind of refreshed it, but then the ad came back on. And then after that, another ad came on.
Oh,
and
no.
I sat through all of them just to see what would happen. The second ad was like 5 minutes long.
Lord.
So then I tried to refresh again, and then the ad played. I got so mad I went on Twitter and I bitched about it. And that was the last time that happened, by the way. And it never happened again.
You got
just some kind of weird instance, but apparently it's happening to a lot of people. Consecutive ads are frustrating people on YouTube.
Is that what you do when you get really mad? Now you go on Twitter?
Yeah, it's my sounding board.
Okay.
X.
Now,
X marks the spot.
You kind of skipped over some things here on the headlines.
Oh, yes.
About some of the other things that are making people
Well, yeah.
Or they're making them mad and they want it to become illegal.
Loud commercials.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
those are irritating.
Very irritating.
Yeah. Fireworks.
Well, okay. 4th of July's coming up. We're doing more drone kind of things with fireworks, right? That's kind of going direction.
It's replacing the fireworks.
I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah. I remember watching fireworks once, and we're sitting out there in the grass, and all of a sudden this burning boot fell out of the sky.
What?
A burning boot.
A boot?
Fell out of the sky right next to us.
How is that possible?
In the grass.
What? Who had the boot? What?
Well, I'm hoping it wasn't somebody's leg that was once in it.
At the fireworks show?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Lord.
And my assumption was that they...
A burning boot.
A burning boot fell out of the sky.
Were you the only ones that witnessed this, or there were people around you, right?
As a family, we saw that happen.
I wonder if it was some poor, unfortunate soul that got launched out of a cannon for the grand finale of the fireworks show.
Tragic.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So what I thought, maybe they just packed these missiles, firework missiles, with a whole bunch of
random stuff.
Yeah. And they put a boot in.
See what happens.
How big do you think these fireworks are, John?
Well, I don't know. Back then, in the 50s or 60s.
Okay.
Yeah. Who knew? Who knew? People are very angry about and want to make illegal spam calls.
Well,
Or animal breeders. They're all over the place. Putting trash in the ocean.
That's got to stop.
Child beauty pageants.
Oh, boy.
That has always been sick.
That is so creepy.
I've never understood that.
I don't get it at all.
Yeah, they've even had reality TV shows based on that.
Jean Benet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I think that turned a lot of people off to that.
Yeah, I think so,
I would
too.
assume. I hope anyway. The practice of parents exploiting their children for monetary gain.
Right.
Through platforms like YouTube, Facebook, or TikTok. Also very troubling. Make it illegal. We're run out of time.
Yeah.
Didn't even get to all 16.
It's okay. It's all right. We'll have more coming up.
We will.
Also, 18 minutes past the hour, right around the corner, Art Paul Schlosser will be here. He's in the house. He's coming in on the John and Gordy Family Show for a Tuesday.
Well, kids, there it is, Capital City!
There's a swinging town I know called Capital City.
Madison.
People stop and scream hello in Capital City.
Madison, Wisconsin.
It's the kind of place that makes a bum feel like a king. And it makes a king feel like some nutty cuckoo super king.
Look, it's Tony Bennett.
Hey, good to see you.
All right, this is John and Gordy, the family show.
Mad Radio 92.7 WMDX.
Yeah, and we're going over the 16 things Americans insist must become illegal. What a stupid title. I was just fascinated by the title more than anything.
And there's more than
topics.
16 things. There's like 30 things on here, but we'll keep it going. It's just a number.
That was the
really
other
mean
thing,
anything.
too. I'm thinking, that's not 16.
No, there's a lot more.
All right, here we go.
else?
The exorbitant prices of medicines in the U.S. are a major concern,
Well,
and they want to make that illegal. By the way, Biden has been helping that
Yes.
cause.
Brought down a lot of costs
Oh,
in medicine.
The prevalence of super bright headlights poses risks to road safety and driver comfort. I haven't noticed that.
Is this LED headlights they're talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah, probably.
I don't think those are
the
super
blue. They
bright.
call them blue lights.
Really?
Yeah.
I
But-
haven't noticed that.
It's, well,
I don't see a
Yeah, what-
problem
it's
with
when
that.
people try and be obnoxious with them that
Yeah.
it bothers me.
How do they get obnoxious with a headlight?
Put them on high and just leave them on?
Well, either that or just some are just super bright or adjusted incorrectly, or sometimes like, you know, like a big lifted truck that has like a light bar and a bunch of like auxiliary stuff on it.
Right.
Stuff like that
something
bothers
like
me.
that, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, that's true. Yeah, aiming the headlights is a
Yeah.
huge issue.
It is.
So maybe that's the problem. Aim the headlights correctly. Who cares about whether they're bright or not? You know, I thought I was getting super bright headlights. I had to replace my headlights recently.
Yeah.
And I found out they weren't the super bright headlights, and I'm mad. So now I have to wait another 20 years for these light bulbs to burn out before I can replace them. I do a lot of driving at
Do you?
night. Yeah, with the Census Bureau.
Ah, okay.
In winter, anyway. It gets dark very, very early. All right. Let's move into this is the last thing on my list.
Okay.
Many Americans advocate for banning zoos due to concerns over animal welfare, ethical considerations, and conservation issues. What do you
Now
think
that's
about
that's an interesting take, because zoos, I mean, a lot of them do some. I mean, they save
They
these
preserve,
animals.
yeah,
they preserve.
they do.
And you know, animals that are going extinct
Yep.
and things like. And they do some research, and they do medical care for these animals to make sure that they can still breed, and So I'm of two minds of that. You do feel kind of weird walking around a zoo, and it's like, well, what kind of life do these animals lead?
I know.
But they're very nice. Like the Viola Zoo, I think, is excellent. I mean, it seems like they care for it's always been, a very positive
They're certainly
thing,
better
and-
than they used to be.
Well, they're more wildlife oriented,
Right.
and
That would be
feel more open. And,
if they have more space
Yeah.
to run and play and
Right.
do whatever they need to do. Because you see all of the, film of these
Well-
animals in the wild, and they can't do any of that because they're so confined.
I think zoos have evolved over the years. Like the San Diego Zoo seemed to be the first one that sort of have open spaces
Yeah.
and large. I mean, just really room to roam for the animals. But
Right.
when we were kids, zoos were a different thing. They're kind of, they were very confined and almost like they were in jail.
It's like a
behind
horror
bars.
movie is what it was. Yeah. It
awful.
traumatized me as a child. That's
Did
why
it?
I am the way
That's-
I am today.
That's because you went to the zoo.
The zoo.
It scared you, or
Yeah,
it was, the Milwaukee Zoo?
Well, no, yeah, the Milwaukee
Really?
Zoo. Beautiful zoo. Great
Is
zoo.
it now? Oh, yeah.
I think it is. I think they really made massive improvements over there, but still.
We'll have to get somebody in here from the Viola Zoo and talk about this kind of thing.
Really? Because
no. Why?
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 We're sitting here saying, they should become illegal.
Well,
so let's
I'm
get
not sure
somebody
that-
in here and talk about the zoo.
Well-
that made us feel uncomfortable. I mean,
I'm not asking for a therapy session. I'm just thinking, I think zoos are evolving and continue to, go in the right direction. The ones that are larger and that can afford to do that and have room to roam for the animals.
Something just occurred to me, though. and
What's
I'm,
that?
I'm putting it on the list.
Okay. Well, while you're doing that,
What they should do is make clowns illegal.
Well, no, the circus world's not going to like that.
I think clowns have scared too many children over time.
They're changing things in the clown world.
They are.
Ringling Brothers is back. they got rid of the animals. Ringling Brothers.
Yes,
they got rid of
did.
the elephants
Yes.
and all the animals.
Yeah.
And if you go online and you see what the modern Ringling Brothers, the clowns are not as they're not as scary as they.
They don't look like the clowns.
They don't look like
killer clowns from outer space.
No, they don't.
Are they just like a comedian for kids now?
Kind of, yeah. I mean, they've softened the approach because they realize that clowns can be scary to some younger kids.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go to the John and Gordy hotline. Dick is standing by with a comment or a question. Good morning, Dick.
Fireworks in with zoos. When I was a kid, the fireworks, the major fireworks in Madison used to be held at Vilas Park.
Oh, God.
And you would not believe the big cats when you'd be leaving.
Oh.
And it just had to have traumatized every animal in that zoo.
Oh,
man, I thought you were kidding.
Horrible. No, really?
Yeah, that is.
Wow. That must. How long ago was that?
Right up till late 60s, they were still doing them there.
No
that's
kidding.
a dark part of the Madison history that I'm not aware of.
I didn't know that.
Wow.
The other thing I'd like to put on the list of get rid of.
Yeah.
Shriners and go-karts at parades.
Shriners and go-karts
You are
at
so
parades.
right about that, man.
Yeah, that ought to be illegal.
Yeah. Or at least the fez.
Yes, the hats.
The hats.
Fez. The fez. I think that is the fez.
Yeah, I don't understand those at all. They were scary.
Good point, Stick. Thank you for that call.
Very, very good point. We've also
I don't know why the go-karts either.
Could you scroll down a little bit on this thing, Gordon? Right there. There's the
where?
mouse.
Oh, geez. There we go. Let me see if I can.
I want to get up there, Mike in Milwaukee.
Where is it? You want to go?
Oh, Tom in Milwaukee.
This way?
Yeah, there we go. That's it. That's it. He wrote, let me understand this. These conservatives want that parent need to get permission if a child wants to be called a certain pronoun, but they don't need to be given permission if the child wants to work or get married. Am I missing something here? No, you're absolutely right. You're getting it.
Yeah.
And again, the mega voters, I hope they're getting it as well, right?
Well, again, we're stepping into the bizarro world where up is down, left is right.
Speaking of the bizarro world, we've got Art Paul coming up in just a few moments.
That's right. Art Paul Schlosser in the building.
Yeah, he's
tuning up that guitar.
Is he?
Yeah.
All right.
You need ready.
All right.
Yeah, we'll get him in here in just a few minutes.
Yeah.
And tomorrow, Jim Healy will be with us talking about the cinematic. What do you call it?
Cinematech.
Cinematech Summer Movie Festival.
Yeah.
Festival? Is it a festival?
Well, there's summer series.
There's summer series.
Yes. We're starting up tomorrow.
That's tomorrow. All right. Again, Art Paul Schlosser coming up on the John and Gordy show for a Tuesday morning.
I can't wait.
John and Gordy in the morning. As we were saying, let the sun shine. It's the John and Gordy show.
Maybe.
Then I have a shorter song if there's time for it.
Okay. All right.
But this one I've always wanted to try on the radio because it's kind of weird. And whenever I play it at open mics,
They're doing news right now, so we got a little time.
Whenever I play it at open mics, people love it.
Okay. What's the name of it? Any of this?
It's called Scary Techno Song number 5006.
I love it. I love it already.
It's like a mock techno because I'm not using
any techno stuff at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. How long have you been in Madison?
State Street, where dreams come alive. Everybody's buzzing like bees round a hive. State Street, I really wanna go there. Lots of happy people and a guy in underwear.
Ah, beautiful.
State Street, that great street, that everyone
memorable
can
line.
relate street.
Yes.
The guy in underwear.
Exactly.
We've got Art Paul Schlosser in the studio here on WMDX, the John and Gordy Family Show Extravaganza this morning.
Art, it's good to see you.
Yeah.
You too.
Yeah. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
It has been a long time. Let's get the mic up a little closer to you here.
Do you remember your experience when we were at Triple M? We had you on all morning.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
It was a long time ago.
But,
Step
but
up a little.
support me on that. You remember that, right?
You do. It's a really small studio.
I remember you guys playing my birthday song a lot.
Yes.
Right?
You love your birthday song. Still love it.
We had you in for an interview, and I think it was supposed to last like 5 minutes or 10 minutes, but you ended up staying about 45 minutes.
Oh, wow.
And it was great.
Was that good or bad?
Well,
it wasn't great. We had a manager meeting after that show.
Oh, no.
And then, we got fired the next week. But
oh, I'm sorry.
It wasn't your fault. We invited you in, and, we just let you do your thing, and we thought it was very entertaining.
Yeah, but It was your fault.
It was. I'm sorry.
Well, here we are all these years later, and now we got a different studio, and we're happy to have you in.
Yeah, I have a really cool song that I think people will love.
Yeah? What are you gonna play for us?
It's called Scary Techno Song number 5006.
Wow. Okay. So is this a shorter version of the other ones that you have?
How long does this go?
I think it's about 3, 4, maybe 5 minutes.
All right, that sounds...
All right, well, lay it on us.
Good, I guess.
What's the name of it again?
Scary Techno Song number 5006.
Okay. All right. Art Paul here.
Do you ever feel like you're in a scary movie and the music's kind of eerie and all these eyes keep staring at you. Do you ever feel late at night like you're in a scary movie and it's really dark and there's dogs barking? Ruff, ruff. Really loud dogs. And eyes are staring at you. And all the eyes are staring at you. You're alone. There's no one around. Do you ever feel? Not with your hands. Do you ever feel like you're in a scary movie late at night and it's dark and there's no moon and all the eyes are staring at you and dogs are barking. Loud dogs. Ruff. And you feel like running. Do you ever feel like you're in a scary movie late at night and the dogs are barking and eyes are staring and you're alone? There's no moon. Do you ever feel like you're in a scary movie late at night and the music's eerie and there's eyes staring out of nowhere?
Yeah.
And you're alone, and then all of a sudden,
yes,
yeah,
a guy jumps out of the bushes.
Oh no!
Do you ever feel like you're in a scary movie late at night, and the music's eerie, and it's dark, and you're alone, and you don't have your phone, and some guy jumps out of the bushes? And he's got a knife. Do you ever feel like you're all alone late at night and it's dark and some guy wearing all black jumps out of the bushes and he's got a big knife? He's got a big knife. And then all of a sudden, you wake up and someone's knocking on the door and you answer and it's the IRS and they say you owe them $2,000.
That is a scary
Art Paul Schlosser, everybody,
in
the house.
Surprise ending. It was starting to sound like the 12 Days of Christmas.
Yeah, there's nothing. I have no words.
Yes, there's nothing we can say to describe that song.
I don't know what to say.
We just heard it.
I tell you, God, the IRS is pretty scary.
It is. Yeah, that's. How did you come to write that song? Did the IRS, were they knocking at your door, or?
No, I just,
yeah.
It just grew.
It just came to you.
Well, it grew. It started out as just a scary song about someone
scared.
And then it just kept growing and getting longer. And
so the dog's barking, the sharp knife, the knock at the door, but all of a sudden, it turns out to be an IRS agent. Looking for some taxes.
Some of that other stuff people don't think as scary as IRS.
That's just, I don't know. It's kind of art. It's art doing art. You are an artist, Art, and your art and your music come together, and people can enjoy you on State Street here. You're always here, it seems. How long have you been doing this on State Street?
38 years.
Is that right? Wow.
Yep.
How does the city treat you, Art? Are they treating you as though you're the king of State Street?
Yeah, everybody loves me.
Fantastic.
I played in front of the Robert Plant show, and people just were giving me
Wait a
money.
minute. Just at Breeze? At Breeze?
Out on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
No. Oh, on the sidewalk? In front
in the
of,
corner.
in front of.
In front of. So you were with Alison Krauss and
opening
Robert
act.
Plant. You were the opening act.
Well, I could watch the show from the big screen above. That guy,
Wow,
Robert looks old.
Now you got
Wow,
you wrote a song. I think the city gave you an award of some sort, didn't they? You remember? Didn't you get an award?
I won 10 Mamas.
Yes.
10 area.
You have.
Madison
Okay. What was the
area
last
music
one you
award.
won? What was the song?
I don't keep track of them.
Yeah.
I think me and Chris won one.
Yes. What was that one?
For best children's song.
Yes.
For
That's what I'm thinking of.
For Zero to Hero.
Yes, Zero to Hero.
Zero to Hero.
Yeah.
Do you want to play that or?
I can try to play part of it.
All right.
Just a little bit of it.
Chris keeps all the lyrics in the chorus.
Well, now, is this the song that also made it on Jimmy Kimmel? You had a song that, or some, or Jimmy Fallon?
Jimmy Fallon played Have a Peanut Butter Sandwich, 10 seconds of it, and said, don't play this song. Don't play this song.
And that went off. Everybody went and checked out the song, right?
Yeah, it went viral.
Yeah, that one's doing really well.
Yeah, that's great.
But that's my most popular song, though, on Spotify is I'm a Chicken.
Yeah. Well,
why don't you favor us with one? What would you like to play? Just a little bit.
I would like to play one called You're the Best.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because I want people to...
What? Oh, okay. Art's getting something out of his... you got a kazoo.
I want people to feel good. And as I sing it, they can sing along with me to their friends.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well,
all right. What's it called again?
You're the best.
You're the best.
All right. Now, if you're at work, just remember you can sing to your friend in the cubicle next to you.
I really like you. Oh, yes, it's true. I like everything you do. You're really cool. You're the best. You're the best. You're the best. You're the best. I like your smile. I like your style. You're really one funky, groovy child. You're the best. 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 There's nothing like flattery to get you somewhere. I'll tell you what you want to hear. I'll make it loud and clear. Everybody sing to your friend now.
Okay, here we go.
You're the best. 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 Everybody out there.
All right. Art Paul. Hey, have you heard about this AI thing where you can load in phrases and make up a song?
Yeah, one day I won't be recording something. And next thing I know, my voice will be singing Big Butts or
That's right. Yeah.
I think they have one where Elvis sings.
Yeah.
I like big butts, but they had it done Elvis style.
Yes.
Really?
It used his voice.
Do you think you could come up with a little John and Gordy song, maybe, for us?
Oh, okay. You want to?
Yeah, just off the top of your head.
A John and Gordy song. Okay.
Yeah. Just
We've been around a while.
Because we've known you forever.
Well, I mean, I have the generic.
Yes.
The generic,
insert the words, names.
Oh yeah.
Tribute song.
Okay. We'll take that.
Sure. Our Paul.
Oh, I have to ask a couple of questions. Oh yeah, let's do it. Okay.
Okay.
This is the generic dedication song. I wrote to everyone that wants a dedication. Right now I'm singing about John and Gordy. And I don't know what they've got in their room. I don't know why they got that poster on that wall. And I don't know why they've got those books or that one weird CD. But this is the generic dedication song. I wrote for everyone that wants a dedication. Right now I'm singing about John and Gordy.
Wow.
And so if there's anything you want to say about them, go ahead and shout it out or call up and tell us in a few minutes. And or we'll play it on the 6 o'clock news tonight.
Oh man, that is the way you personalized it. You know, my such a warm feeling.
Stunned.
I sing it for everybody else. People come up to me and they say,
great stuff, Art.
Play a dedication song, and then I do the generic dedication song.
Listen, people love you in this city.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, and that you really you put it all out there. All the time on State Street. And people can find you here just about every day, right? Somewhere.
Oh, you got 1 minute.
All right. Okay.
Hey,
thank you for throwing the time cues out there.
Wait, let's get a painting. Let's show one of the paintings on our video.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Here, here, hold it up to the camera.
I got a couple.
Here, let's show it to the camera here.
Right there.
This is some of Art's.
In replay, you get to check this out.
All right. Isn't that something?
That's from this year,
well,
2024.
Art Paul, we're running out of time here, but
I got one of Jesus carrying the lost lamb.
Okay. Good stuff, Art.
And then I got this weird expression painting.
Art Paul.
Beautiful.
Institution.
Am I allowed to show that?
All right.
We're gonna be back with Art Paul and read some of why Jesus is better than Batman.
All right, Art Paul coming up.
I'm wearing feathers. Those are my clothes. I'm not. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Here's this little frog. We hope you like it. We found it, just sing along, sing ribbit.
Right.
Yes, that was always what attracted me to your happy birthday song is the British accent.
Mad Radio 92.7 WMDX. We're visiting with Art Paul Schlosser, guitarist, songwriter, Madison institution, State Street icon. You've done it all here, Art.
I don't know. I'm glad
step right up to the microphone.
I'm glad I didn't run for mayor.
Were you thinking about it? Were you?
No.
Okay.
Okay. If you want enemies, just run for mayor, governor, or president.
That makes a lot of sense.
That's the truth. Now, you brought in a list here.
You brought a list in the top 10 reasons why Jesus is cooler than Batman.
Yeah.
And, number 10 is Batman injures people, but Jesus heals them. All right. Batman has to swim or take the bat boat, but Jesus can walk on water. Number 8, Batman has to spend money to feed the poor, but Jesus can multiply bread. There you go. Batman had to guess what the villains were going to do, and he was lucky when they gave him a clue. But Jesus could read the minds of the teachers of the law.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
This is deep, man. I
use scripture for it.
I'm not going to get into it.
Yeah, we can. People want, they can look it up.
Mark 2. Oh, well. Batman can catch crooks and put them in jail, but Jesus can forgive crooks and take them to heaven. My goodness. All right.
It's great stuff. Huh?
Yeah.
So I want to know a little bit about your personal life.
Okay.
Okay. You weren't born in Madison?
No.
Where were you born?
I was born in a hospital in Chicago.
Okay. What part? Suburbs?
I don't remember which hospital, but then we lived in Elmhurst, and then we lived in Glenwood. And then there was a divorce, and my mom moved here to be close to her sister and brother.
Okay.
Which were my uncle and my aunt.
Tell us the transition of suddenly deciding that you want to play guitar and you want to play guitar out on the street.
Well, actually, I didn't know I was going to play out on the street.
Mm-hmm.
What first happened was I think I was 18 or 19, and I had friends that were in a play group. We were all in a play group. They paid us to learn how to be an actor, and it was called Work Experience Theatrical Group. And it was a summer work program. And for 4 summers, I learned how to work, how to be an actor.
Yeah.
And the first year, I had a friend named Chuck, and Chuck said, "Hey, you should write some lyrics," because we were just playing around, acting like we were the Beatles. In this acting group. There were like several people that would start talking like they were British, and then they would say, "I'm Paul," or "I'm John," and "I'm George."
I'm Ringo.
Yeah.
Ringo, yeah.
And then we would just fake that. Well, I was doing that one time. This guy named Chuck said, "Maybe you should write some lyrics." So I started writing lyrics, and he said they were terrible, and I continued to write them anyhow.
and you're still
that was your inspiration.
You're still working on it.
And then
is that where it is Happy Birthday? Does it date back to that early?
No,
time?
not that early.
Okay.
You said you had 2 versions of a Happy Birthday, right?
Well, I mean vocally.
Oh.
If you hear the first version, you hear the British accent that I faked on it, but then several other ones don't have that accent. The live one from Live on the Hog sounds more like the way I sound now.
Okay. All right.
So people can find you just about any event that's going on.
Well, I'm on iTunes, and I'm on Spotify, and I'm on YouTube, and I'm on Instagram, and
You're
I'm
everywhere.
on Facebook, and I'm on Twitter, but I'm not on your mom.
Okay.
All right.
Now,
well,
now let me ask you: is it the Schlosser Kammer Project? Is that what you?
That's one of the CDs.
That's one of the CDs.
You and Chris Kammer, rock and roll dentist. You've known him a long time.
Oh, yeah, for a while.
Yeah.
I think he knew me longer than I. When you say know people,
Yeah.
sometimes people know you, and you don't realize that you know them because you didn't actually acknowledge them when you were introduced to them.
Right.
So I actually started to know Chris slowly but surely and more.
Okay. All right. I think we have a phone call here. Art, why don't you pick up these headphones?
Okay.
And just put them up to your ear here. We have a call. Actually, Catherine is on the line this morning. Catherine, good morning. Go ahead.
Yes. Good morning. I just wanted to ask Art Paul one question.
Mm-hmm.
Art, do you like getting up early in the morning?
Not always, but today I did.
I'm looking for some morning show hosts.
Oh.
Looking for a new morning show.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like what show?
I'm expendable. Right here. Right here.
Oh, okay.
This one right here.
I think she's implying something here.
I don't know. I don't want to take over their job.
No.
Oh, come on.
That's why
we
need.
well.
That's why we have Art Paul as a
Couldn't you
guest.
fill in? Oh, you could fill in.
I could fill in sometime.
There you go.
Me
That's
and Chris could actually fill in for John and Gordy.
Absolutely.
Oh, boy.
There it is.
I don't know if we want to
There's
go
the
there.
magic.
There is the magic.
I don't know if Chris would be available all the time because he's
But
a
you're
dentist.
available.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I maybe bring in some other weird people. Some homeless guy that will say a lot
there's
of
an
weird
idea.
things.
Art, it's wonderful to have you here.
Yeah.
I see you at the farmers market sometimes, or any kind of event that's going on. The Madison night market. You're always you're busking out there. You're strolling around. You're talking to people. You're part of the fabric of the city.
I think it's therapy. They come up to me and they ask me questions.
They do. Yeah.
But on Saturday morning, I like to try to do regularly. I've been playing for Wonder State Coffee.
Yeah.
For a couple hours, I play there.
We have Chuckster from Racine. He said, when I heard today's show would be on State Street Art, I thought show would be remembering the always present, large, jovial guy named Art. And
Art.
Okay.
It's a big, nice
Am I
tribute to
getting-
you. Everybody knows you.
He says I'm large.
Okay, well, we're down to about 15 seconds here, Art.
Okay.
But why don't you play just some instrumental stuff and maybe the kazoo and Art Paul Schlosser. We are out of time for the John and Gordy Show. Art, thank you for joining us. And tomorrow we will be talking with
guys can keep
Jim
that if you
Healy.
ever want to
Thank you.
read it.
Thank you,
okay.
Art. Tomorrow, Jim Healy.
Show.